Hello everybody and welcome back to Swedish Person Reacts. This is my fourth video, and today I thought we would react to something about a very cold place. I am from Sweden, I'm used to cold temperature. The coldest temperature I've ever experienced is about minus 30 Celsius. But apparently this place, Yakutsk, which I have heard before, it's in Russia, it's minus 64 degrees Celsius or minus 84 Fahrenheit. Crazy stuff. This video is from Yes Theory, so shout out to them. Go watch the video if you want to. The full video is in the description. And here we go, your daily dose of Sweden.
How do some humans survive in conditions most of us wouldn't last more than a few
I don't
hours?
know. That's
From
crazy
the excruciating heat of the Sahara Desert to the freezing cold of Siberia, humans have somehow figured out a way to call almost any place home.
Yep.
But how could a population in the coldest city on Earth of over 300,000 people be able to survive century after century in a climate with temperatures averaging below minus 40 degrees Celsius in the winters, with the coldest temperature ever registered at minus 64 Celsius?
How?
To dive deep into understanding these people, but also to explore Amar's superhuman relationship with the cold.
Oh my God.
In which, although he was born and raised in the desert of Egypt, he breezed through our entire experience in the freezing cold with Wim Hof exactly 3 years ago, with
crazy guy
compared to everyone else, where he kept his composure to direct the filming of the entire experience. Amar was now back in January on his way to the city of Yakutsk, the coldest city on Earth, on historically the coldest day of the year.
I just want to pause for 1 second. That is crazy. I would love to go to a place like this. I've always been fascinated by cold, like remote places. Don't have to be cold, but like remote places. Why do people live here? Probably some form of mine, but they still do. They still live and survive in these crazy conditions.
So, just got here. Drew connected with Maria through a friend on Instagram, and Maria is now going to pick us up to take us into the town. Look at that.
It warms my heart.
Oh, okay. Going outside for the first time. Okay.
Minus 37!
Yeah, it's cold.
It's literally like being inside a freezer.
Confirmed. Myth busted. Okay, so I came all the way to the coldest place on the planet because I wanted to make a very special announcement about something I've been working on for over 2 years. And it's only fitting that I announce it from the coldest place on the planet. Stay tuned, make sure that you watch until the end, and I promise you won't regret it.
Let's see what it is.
But this trip would never have happened without our friend Drew, who just recently finished traveling to every single country in the world and told Amar at the start of the year about his upcoming trip to Yakutsk, where Amar saw the perfect opportunity to put his relationship with the cold to its ultimate test. Now, back in January, although tensions were high, we never expected Putin to have started such a devastating war with Ukraine. As you saw in our last video, where our donations have now passed almost $800,000 to help the refugees, this deeply affected us. We hope that this story can only show you even more how much of a waste and tragedy war is when we realize how much we truly have in common.
Big up for them doing that. Obviously, very sad situation. Nothing to go into in this video. Let's just see how Yakutsk is.
All right.
It looks pretty cold.
Yakutsk adventure.
Like a freezer.
To the fish market, the fish and the meat market, and this is already one of the craziest.
I mean, to be fair, they can store it outside. Look at that. It's frozen fish.
Wow. Dude, the fish is just a block of ice.
They're completely frozen. They don't need freezers because outside is the freezer.
Wow, it's so solid.
Wow.
What's the coldest day you've ever experienced?
Самый холодный день. Minus 16. 60.
Minus 60. This is horse?
Nope.
So you eat horse here? I've never had horse, and I never thought I would ever have horse, but it looks like we're gonna have horse here.
Let's have some frozen horse. I've also probably eaten horse because there was like Kia scandal like 10 years ago that they use horse to fill out the meat. So I probably have had horse. I've also actually, speaking of horse, I've actually had a horse sausage. Now that sounds mad, but it's a delicacy in a specific part of Sweden. So I have tried it. Unwillingly probably, and willingly as well. It's pretty good. It tastes like any other sausage, really.
Amar.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Mike.
How do you survive the winter here?
Clothes.
I don't know, man.
He doesn't know.
I really don't know.
Seriously, it's so cold here.
And now it's warm, you know?
Yeah.
God damn.
It's warm.
It's a big question. I don't know why we are here, Masha. I
yeah.
guess it's like our super ability. You know?
Superpower.
Superpower.
We
Yeah.
adapt.
Yeah. Humans adapt to their environment.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. This is the magic thing. We're not surviving, we are living. So just look around.
Yeah.
You
There's
know?
people, yeah. What's your name, man? I never asked you.
Mike.
True.
True.
Pleasure to meet you, dude.
Okay, great. Amazing. Mike is gonna join.
Yeah.
Perfect. We just met Mike.
People all around the world are amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Surprised
what
they're
makes
not
it-
wearing like anything over their
man who's
nose
hit
because you can
every
get
single country in the
frostbite
world.
in this
How long did it
temperature.
take you?
It took me 10 years to visit every country, man.
10 years.
Non-stop travel.
Wow.
And it's cool to say in the past tense, like I've been to every country.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
really
yeah,
cool,
yeah.
man. This is my first trip since I've been to every
Not
country.
many people can
my
say
God.
Your
that.
first trip since you
This-
got your passport.
Yes,
Dude,
yes,
this is
yes.
Iconic, man.
It is really great. I don't understand it, but there's such a deep connection to the snow and to the cold, and I have no
It's
idea
in
where it
Denmark,
originates. I am
Ronnie.
from the desert. I grew up having really hot summers. I remember in the first week of university, I asked my friends to take me to see snow. So I had them take me on a hike that was 11 kilometers to go there, and my instinct at seeing snow for the first time was to take off all my clothes and
What?
just jump straight in. Ever since, there's always this fascination and draw towards anything that is cold or extreme.
I will say Amar is crazy. I do not like the snow. I don't mind the snow specifically, but the cold. I'm supposed to be a, Scandinavian and I like the cold.
We
No.
just got to the permafrost
I much
museum,
prefer
which basically
something
tells
in
the history
between,
of how
honestly.
they built this town, because the entire town is built on pillars. You can't really build foundations into the ground here because of how cold the ground is. It basically pushes everything
Yeah,
out.
nothing can
You also
grow.
can't bury people, which was the same in Svalbard.
Oh, yeah, same as
Apparently here
Svalbard,
we'll
yeah.
get to go underground and actually see the permafrost layer in the land here.
Wow.
Oh, dude. Look at this. Look at this, man.
Crazy. I also
Around
love the
two-thirds of
S-Series
the country
productions.
is covered by permafrost, permanently frozen ground that never melts. Even in hot temperatures in the summer where the weather can reach 34 degrees Celsius, only a small layer is affected.
That's crazy, so it's always frozen.
The rest of it stays frozen. Yeah.
How? But it's 40 degrees outside in the
Wow.
It's somewhere the same. The picture's same.
So outside, even if it's so hot, the ground still stays this block of
summer.
ice.
So hot, like 40 is super hot.
The permafrost runs from just below the surface of much of Siberia to sometimes thousands of meters underground,
Wow.
never melting.
I
And
never
as
knew
more
this.
and more of it melts because of climate change, however, they've been finding tons of bones and fully preserved extinct animals deep underground.
That is cool that they have done that they found this stuff. Obviously not cool by climate change, a sad thing as well, that we need to stop. But yeah, quite interesting how they find like old mammals, I guess, like dinosaurs maybe, which is crazy.
What is that?
It's a baby mammoth.
Wow.
Baby mammoth?
Oh, it's a mammoth!
Wow.
I was gonna say it's an elephant, but that's stupid.
39,000 years old. This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Wait,
Because they found it in the ice, so it's like really, really whole, you know?
it doesn't even look...
This thing is 40,000 years old.
For the people of Yakutsk to be able to
Crazy.
make buildings hold, they've had to dig deep, 8 to 18 meters below the ground, to create much stronger anchors for their structures, and deep underground, those pillars are visible.
Absolute age of this month, it's 10,000 years, is alive.
All this ice has preserved so much of our knowledge and our understanding of the planet, because things are perfectly preserved.
Yeah.
Like
Like the mammoth.
Like, yeah, that mammoth. The fact that we can look at a living organism from 40,000 years ago and be able to,
Yeah, it is.
to even, like she was explaining there, the earth samples that they're digging up, and the fact that they're able to know what viruses and bacteria and the emission levels, CO2, like
Dude.
all these different...
All the answers are in the cold.
Exactly. Yeah,
right?
That's the one I'm
That's the line.
Next morning, 37 minus.
Did you really go on a run this morning?
Yeah.
No.
Dude.
I'm just gonna pause again. Surely that cannot be healthy. There must be some form of limit to what, your lungs can take. Imagine going on a hard run, breathing really heavy, and then you do it in minus 37. They would burn to death. Especially in shorts. Amar is crazy. What the? Crazy. I would skip the run.
To go on the world's coldest run. I'm loving it.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good, thanks.
Amar has always been obsessed with immersing himself in extreme cold environments whenever he gets the chance. But this was about to be the coldest one yet.
We are currently driving on a lake. I've never driven on a lake before. The thought of it is pretty scary.
I will pause again. I have never driven on a lake either, but I know a lot of people have, especially up in the north of Sweden. You can do in the winters. Doesn't get as cold as this, but some places can have minus 37, but that will be for like a few days of the year. Tops. And I've experienced minus 33. That was the worst. And that was, genuinely, you had to, like the balaclava you would wear would literally freeze the instant you started breathing because of the moisture.
The coldest place in the world, where it currently is minus 40 degrees outside.
But this is minus 40, it's even worse.
Plunge underneath a frozen lake and attempt to stay in the ice for more than 5 minutes.
No.
We're going to meet this local man. What's his name?
The walrus, that's what they call him.
He's a man who's been doing cold plunges every day for the past 30 years.
You're gonna be my coach here.
It's like the Russian Wim Hof, I guess.
I got you. We're literally, oh my god.
I think there's the ice bath right there.
Fair enough to have a danger sign for that. I would do that too.
The legend. Hi, Amar.
Walrus, crazy look.
Look at the hole, man. But dude, have you ever done an ice bath where they're literally taking out?
No, dude, no. I hope we bring Wim here one day and he gets to meet the Russian.
I hope
walrus.
Amar
He basically-
survives. I assume he
he's been doing
does.
it every day
Yeah.
for 30 years,
Yes.
and every day he has to come and break it first because it freezes overnight.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't even think Wim Hof has done an ice bath every day for
Yeah.
30 years. I mean, certainly not in the world's coldest city, because this is a whole other story.
Это было с детства. С 8 класса.
He says that when he was in 8th grade, he was getting sick a lot, and so he heard that this was a method to help train your immune system, and so he started coming here and swimming every day, and ever since then he almost never gets sick. You купались? Oh, he says that the coldest that it's ever been when he's come here to swim is negative 58 degrees Celsius.
Oh,
You swam in 1958? Bro, I don't know why I'm so joyful right now. It's like I'm about to go into the extremest of pain.
yeah. I just want to say, props to Amar for doing this. And also, I want to say, definitely a video I want to watch in the future, and I will react on this channel, would be Wim Hof going to that place, because that I want to see that, because that guy is crazy as well. Let's see this crazy local doing it. Good song, background. He just does it so casually. I couldn't think of anything worse, honestly. Oh, Drew is doing it as well? Oh.
In the world's coldest city. Walrus. You gotta get the handshake from the master. Okay.
Thank you for allowing us.
Here we go, baby. Ready? Bismillah, 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 bismillah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Drew! Do it, baby! Woo! Get in! Get
Oh,
in!
must be
Get in! You're good. Get down, get down. You're good. You're good. Get down to here. Here we go. More, more. Then remember that it's warmer in here than outside. Yeah. Amazing, doing great. I'm alive, I'm thriving. It's f***ing cold, I'm gonna get out. Okay. Oh, I can't feel anything.
I assume that going underwater is dangerous because probably this like shock of it would be crazy, because you know you lose your breath and
I am
stuff.
currently doing the world's coldest cold plunge.
I
in
assume.
the world's coldest city. I feel like I am in my element.
Популярные блогеры из США решили даже окунуться.
Local news. It just spun out like it was nothing.
I can't believe we're here, and I can't believe we just did this. It is minus 33 outside, look.
Oh, that's
Freezing.
disgusting.
Just everything instantly freezes on top of your body.
Ooh.
So far,
Getting
Amar
cold
and Drew have
watching this.
spent
I want a
almost all of
blanket
their
to react
time
to
near
this
the
now.
Yakutsk city center. But to better understand how generations of Yakutsk people have lived here for hundreds of years, they decided to accompany Maria to the outskirts of the city to meet up with her shaman, who has been living in this house with her family all her life.
We just got to the countryside. We're gonna be seeing how they live out here, which is
supposedly very different than life in the city.
I can assume it's very different. On another note that I know about very cold places is that they have the cars running overnight, or they have them running all the time, because if you don't, the oil will freeze, everything is going to freeze. So that's kind of crazy. The pollution must be quite bad. Because I was just thinking, how are they driving if everything freezes instantly? But I think that's how they do it. So it's to keep everything warm. So it must be really, really expensive. Or maybe gas prices or whatever, fuel prices are really low. They probably are, I don't know. But yeah, fun fact.
Very luck that Olga, my guru, my shaman, is invite us.
Well, we're very honored. It's so
Guru
wild to see animals in
shaman.
this temperature.
In the middle of deep Siberian Russia.
Oh,
Hey, he's living life. He doesn't care.
I asked if we could jump in, and he's like, no.
how does the water not freeze when you...
Every day, broke ice every day.
Every day?
Yes.
Wow.
There is one man for every water drinking.
Yeah.
And everybody pay to him, and he every day break
Wow.
ice. And this ice drink we people.
Oh, this is for your drinking?
Yes.
It's amazing. So wow.
They drink ice.
All
I
of
mean,
this
well,
is what
I
they
obviously
drink.
melts, but that's crazy.
Here, this ice.
Yeah. Like how long would this last you?
For 1 month.
1 month.
1 month.
Okay.
Fair enough. Crazy.
This is ice for our drinking.
Yeah.
Today we bought it. Paid 3,000 rubles.
3,000 for 3 cubes.
Yes.
So that's $40.
Yes, and
Wow. These are the kind of things that you never think of, like how people actually live in places where water instantly freeze, or there's not water for miles. The problem solving that humans just got to do throughout history. Summers here are 40 degrees Celsius, and winters can get to minus 59, minus 60. It is arguably the biggest variance in temperature in
100 degrees.
There's 100 degrees between the summer and the winter.
Crazy.
Marina, how long do you think you would survive if you took off that jacket and you were just like walking out here, like until you wouldn't make it anymore?
Okay, I'm just gonna pause it to just guess what she was gonna say. I would say a maximum an hour or 2 hours, probably, because you would get frostbite and you would get so cold that you would just freeze to death.
5 seconds.
Oh, okay. Well,
today very warm. Today was so good.
minus
Yes.
35, and it's good. It's springtime.
I'm very happy to be Yakutian because I'm loved in it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's wonderful.
5 seconds is about what I would survive.
Of course. But it's amazing for me.
Yeah.
Yes, because we have our traditions and I respect it very much.
It's interesting as well. How did they survive back
What
in
is
the
that?
day? I don't know.
Go to the house, bathroom, not bathroom.
Yeah. She's saying that in villages that are further away, this is how they go to the bathroom. The bathroom is located outside of the house. Even if in the middle of the night you want to go, you walk outside and you actually...
Every morning,
Couldn't think of
every
anything worse.
evening in minus 50, minus 45, you have to go out to do your
Yeah.
a little or big things.
Every day.
Oh my god.
Ah,
I love
yes.
Olga. This is so great.
Yeah, I don't think I would survive. That's the water, I
slowly?
guess.
Okay.
Good. Good.
That is so cool.
Crazy to not have tap water. It's crazy. You just take it for granted nowadays, but it wasn't even that long ago. It wasn't a thing.
It's too cold. Thank you for letting us come here.
It looks like a cozy house, though. I'm sure it.
My husband.
Hello.
It might be quite cold in there.
I feel so lucky that we just get to be in like a local family's house. Also, it's worth mentioning that Drew is his first American that he's ever met.
Дружба народов.
Friendship.
Америка.
Oh, that's cute.
Have you ever met an Egyptian? Egypt.
Да, первый раз.
The first time? Nah, I gotta give that Egyptian hug.
Наверное.
Hey!
The people of Yakutsk are incredibly unique in that they are actually indigenous to this Siberian region. Long
Okay.
before the Russians arrived and colonized the area in the early 17th century. The Republic of Sakha, the region Yakutsk is located in, is actually today one of the semi-autonomous republics within Russia. But exactly when the indigenous people migrated here still seems unclear. The Yakutsk may have settled in the area as early as the 9th century or as late as the 16th century, fleeing from the expansionist Mongolian Empire. Many tribes were forced to move higher and higher up north, with the resulting cultural melding that occurred between these incoming migrants, eventually creating the Yakuts. The official languages of this region are Russian, but more interestingly also their native original tongue, Saka, also known as Yakut, spoken by 47% of the population, including 87% of the Yakuts themselves.
That's really interesting, because I never knew how they got there, and it seems like they migrated from Mongolia, which makes sense. Probably Genghis Khan and his mad rage of trying to take over the world, and it probably became too much. I really want to know how they survived back in those days, because obviously, I mean, you would have fire and stuff like that, obviously, but in this cold weather, you would have like these huts. I don't know how they survived, but they did it somehow, and the Yakutsk people came. And sick that they also speak their own Saka, their own language. Very, very cool stuff. Never knew about that. That's some history for you all to enjoy.
Masha, you choose it?
So this
Assuming
is
that's a
how they
fish.
cut the frozen fish. So they do
Stroganina.
stroganina. But basically this is like frozen sashimi.
Stroganina.
Wow, strong man. Very strong.
Самый главный секрет того, что мы не мерзнем.
So essentially what she's saying is that it's really important what you eat here in Yakutia to stay warm. And the part of the fish that he's cutting right now helps you stay warm.
A little secret to live here in Yakutia.
Have you ever had raw horse before?
No, man.
Have you ever thought about
I've
having
never
raw
ever
horse?
thought.
Ready for some ubaha?
Oh my god.
I have never in my whole life thought I would be eating a horse.
Whoa,
But here we are.
It's a raw horse. It's kind of crazy.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I genuinely really want to come back. So we're gonna arm wrestle. Now the horse is Ian and we can arm wrestle.
I assume he wins because he looked quite strong, but we'll see. My money is on him. The shaman. He's a proper strong dude.
And go!
Oh, he's struggling. Oh, he didn't try. He didn't try.
I was not expecting that at all.
Oh, here we go, round 2.
Okay, what would you like to tell people?
I want to tell one big thing.
Okay.
Always believe into yourself. Always. And you have to know that everything is love. Everything is peace. If you are in balance, if you are happy, and if you have opened your heart, so you can live this life in another level. Okay, so it's not difficult. You have not to do something very strong for it. Believe in it, that everything will be okay. One thing that you have to believe, it's your heart.
Amen.
All of questions you can find in your heart, but your heart will be open.
Amen. I had so many goosebumps when she's speaking because it's coming from her heart straight to our heart. This is some Yakutian deep knowledge right here. We're just
Very good quote, obviously. Really inspirational. That's just how you should do. Just be happy, try and make other people happy, and just live your life, not hurting people, and yeah, just enjoying life, really. So that was nice from her. Olga from Yakutsk.
Honestly, one of the most inspiring moments I've ever had on our travels. Getting to get such an authentic look into their lives and what they eat, how they live, what they believe in was such an honor, and I feel very grateful that they opened their home for us and let us in. It might be the coldest city on the planet, but truly some of the warmest hearts that I've ever encountered. Bye!
Only the strongest people survive out there. Okay, well, that was a bit of a plug at the end. Not sure I'll keep that in the video, but basically it was their project Iceman, which is a new movie coming out. Great stuff. It was really interesting seeing Yakutsk. Crazy how cold that place is. There is a viral video as well of someone pouring a glass of water out in the open and it literally turns into ice, which is crazy as well. I think it's from the same place. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Big up, shout out again to Yes Theory. Great video once again. They're amazing at storytelling, and I hope their Iceman project goes well. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.